Hello guys, welcome back to FNAF. Today I've been into the pit theory. Today we're going to be solving this massive timeline that we have so far. You can subscribe if you want. Let's just get into this. So, last time we left off with, I'll give you a quick recap. I proposed that the FNAF 1 animatronics and the withered animatronics were completely separate and there was never any unwithered animatronics. Because we know that FNAF 1 Withered Chica says that she's the first, and we also know that there's that one guy from the game files, the other Freddy, who doesn't look anything like that real Freddy that we have today in FNAF 1, but he does look similar to the ones in the back room. And if this is true and FNAF takes place in the same location as Into the Pit, it would have totally been in the back room. It could have been. We even see Freddy heads on the ground in the Into the Pit game. So yeah, who knows? But yeah, this entire theory was completely created from the fact that Withered Cheek Beaks is missing. I usually have, I don't have a script for these videos, but I usually have a plan on what to say. But I'm saying this right now. I think that this is a beautiful circle, you would say. Because in FNAF 4, everybody was obsessed with the toy Chica's beak on the ground. And now, we are casually changing the entire FNAF timeline just to accommodate for Chica's beak being missing. Or being changed. It's crazy how things work. Anyways, the newspaper in FNAF 1 says, kids vanished, local pizzeria, bodies not found. Now, a lot of people during the early days of FNAF, honestly, the first couple theories, even the first FNAF theory, not the first FNAF theory, but the first game theory, says that this is for the old location. The old one that Phone Guy talks about at the beginning of FNAF 2. But that wouldn't make sense. This is a magical poster that can change it to a newspaper. Any newspapers whenever it wants. So it's clearly tied to this location. It's not any other shenanigans. But the thing is, it says bodies not found. And it says the local children were temporarily lured. So it says bodies not found. Huh. I wonder where they could have gone. Maybe inside of the animatronics. And only after we see the dead bodies, the animatronics start acting all crazy, twitching around. Why does it keep taking me out of the screenshot I'm in? Anyways, bring the timeline up. We gotta figure this out. Alright, so first we got Fall Fest in 1970. Could be going back a ways, but who knows. Then we got Fredbear's Family Diner. Nice, okay. Then we have this guy. This is what I propose is the old location that some people think about, but I don't think it's the same old location that people think about. I don't think that it's unwithered. I don't think that's withered classic Freddy. I think that it's normal. I think it's a completely different animatronic, And I think this is actually Fredbear. Think about it. You never actually see Golden Freddy other than in hallucinations. Think about it. FNAF 1, he appears in your office, which is physically impossible. He can't just appear. And FNAF 2 is a floating head, which is obviously impossible. So, and we don't see him in any of our games, so it's clearly could just be a hallucination. Look at the purple hat and tie, I know that this one has a standard office tie and this one has a bow tie, but, they could easily change that, but the thing is that it's purple, Just like Purple Guy's signature color, which implies that he made these animatronics. But, what's crazy? I think this is a remade version of Fredbear, which is why we never actually see Fredbear in the games. Anyways, so now we have FNAF 1, which is also Into the Pit, same time, I think in 1993, but this is 1987, so it's not impossible. We'll come back to that later. I was thinking if I should tell you guys right now or I should save it for later, but I'll save it for later. It's going to come later in the video. Stop bringing me out of screenshots. Perks of having an Android. Anyways, so people think that that Fredbear's Family Diner was where Bite of 83 happened because of this TV program. Fredbear's and Friends 1983. Little Easter egg. The thing is, TV shows don't usually plaster the date. Imagine if you just saw, what's a cartoon the kids are into nowadays? I don't know. Cartoon show 2024! Yeah, people don't do that. Usually it's when the date is made. So it'd be like cartoon show 2017. So I think that the show was made in 1983. But usually when people try to make this argument, the people who believe in the 1983 debacle usually bring it back to this location. The code is 1983, so it has to be 1983. But just like I said, people think that because it shows this bedroom, it means that it's 1983. But I don't think you guys understand. As soon as the bite of 83 happened, the Afton family, which is now only 3, sadly went from 5 to 3, is now living in a much smaller house than FNAF, the 4 house. Like, look, it only has a living room and a bedroom. And it's like a little foyer area. It's like kind of a corridor hallway, but it has like an open space. It's kind of weird. Anyways, like, look at that compared to the FNAF 4 house. Where am I going? Like, their living room, look at that. You got a couch, doorway in our hallway, a rug, a TV, a shelf, a child. Sorry, I had to do it. But now look at them. A TV, chair, yeah, an empty space. But let's bring this back to this. Let's talk about the where I think FNAF is going to lead after this. So obviously the first 6 games were for this guy, Foxy Bro / Michael Afton. We have a different theory for that, saying that this isn't Foxy Bro, but you know. Sadly, he died, but listen. The first 6 games were focusing on him, but then Help Wanted was focusing on Bonnie Bro. We know this from The Mask and Help Wanted 2, from The Mask and from The Statement. But now, I think that the Freddy person is actually the father from Into the Pit, Oswald's dad. You might be thinking, how do you know that? What's the proof? Well, you guys are going to have to wait till next time. And I think the next game is going to be about the Chica person. I'll see you guys in the next one.